Yesterday I put up a video on reviving the water-based distress markers. A lot of really interesting comments. I appreciate all the comments. One that I was going to try that was suggested was to take apart the dried marker and put it in some water and make a water-based paint. Now this one is pine needles. It is not dry, but it's leaking. It is really leaking. I used it one day and my whole hand was stained green. So I am going to take this cap off and just drop even the cap in the water, and you can see how much it's turned, how much color is in it, just that cap. Look at that. Now I'm not sure about taking these apart. I'm thinking I can just pull the little felt tip off of it. And yes, oh look, it has a, I should really zoom in here so that you can see. This pen, we're looking at what's inside of a distress marker. And I'm not so sure how much you can see of it. I'm just going to hold it up there. There is a barrel. And it's got a point on there. And this is plastic. I'm just going to drop everything in there. This is very, very messy. Now, let's take the other side apart. This is the cap to the fine tip point. I put the point and the felt tip inside of the water here. Here's what's inside. This must be what holds all the ink. It's more kind of like a fabric felt. I'm going to tuck it in there. We deconstructed a distress marker. I had a pine needles distress marker that was leaking on me. And every time I use it, my hands would get all messy. I wanted to see what was inside of it. So I also have a milled lavender one. This was the one that I was using yesterday that I thought was going dry. So I'm going to pull the caps off. And I have another bottle of water. I did not fill it completely full because I really do think this is going dry. I don't think there's much left in it. I don't think that it will do much, to tell you the truth. I'm going to pull the felt tip out. Drop it in the water. Hardly changes color at all. I'm going to pull the other tip out. See how dry that is? That's very dry. I can feel it. It's even dry. It's not juicy like that pine green one was. I'm going to cut it. And show you what's on the inside of it. Good old Tim Holtz scissors. They cut through everything. See, it's very dry in here even. I don't think this is going to give me much color, but we get an idea what's inside one of these markers. Yeah, it's all dried out in here. I feel it's dry. I'm not going to get any color out of that, I can tell you. It's all dry. We'll put it in there anyway. Maybe we'll get something. I don't know if that's color or just not sure what's going on with that. Looks like it's doing something. Let's drop the barrel in there. The fine tip. And let's pull this other one off if we can. interesting little pieces if you're into mixed media. I'm going to drop it in there, see if it's got any color. So, as you can see here, these barrels, well, I don't know if you can see or not, but these barrels are empty. They're hollow. There's nothing inside of them, so yeah, I might get some color out of that even. Let's put the nozzle back on and see what sprays. Let's just do a little spray here. I got this is a Dilutions stencil. I'm going to spray with the pine green first. Well, that's kind of pretty. I'm not disappointed with that. So, that's all I had to show you. What was inside of a deconstructed distress marker. I think when they're dry, and I knew that milled lavender was probably pretty dry, although it's got some color here. Meri likes to experiment. I will see you on the next page.